This might get weird.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Well, then cheers, Grace Helbig.
Cheers, Mamrie Hart. We've been talking for 10 minutes before hitting record, and you've conveniently had that glass of red wine off camera this whole time. What a reveal.
I wanted to surprise you. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I still am a water girl. I still have my water, but I thought, you know what? We've been cheersing with water for the last 3 episodes. I thought I'd throw a little Cabernet into the mix.
And it's technically studying, right?
I know.
For you?
I know, girl, it starts in like 16 hours. And what's so funny is now I have everyone up in my Instagram DMs. It's so freaking sweet. But people just being like, good luck, you got this. And now I'm like, what have I done? I shouldn't have told anyone that I was taking this class, because now I feel like how do Olympians do it? I feel like I'm representing us at the wine test.
I feel like I really didn't mention grad school very much for 2 years because I was worried, because we're both like do-gooders and like goody two-shoes that want to do well, especially when it's a thing you volunteered your finances to do for yourself.
Yes. And I also think in addition to that, it's kind of like my general persona is just very, like, who gives a fuck? And flying by the seat of my pants, what not? But what people don't see, and what you get to see as like, a creator and partner with me, is like how actual perfectionist I get.
You're a Virgo.
And so this is the first time I've like had a test publicly, as opposed to just like, yeah, man, let's have a good time. And I'm like, oh God, I'm going to disappoint everyone.
No, it's great. And also it's like, if you fail, you're just learning how it goes, and you'll try again.
What's so funny is I have a couple stories about being up here for the last week, but we went to a really cute tasting room nearby Jacqueline's place up here in Calistoga, and we're talking to the women who are working it, and we're like, oh, and what are you guys doing up here? And she's like, oh, I actually have a place here. And and we're doing level 3 next week and whatever. And she's like, oh yeah, I start level 3 in like 3 weeks. I've just been prepping the last 4 months. And I was like, okay.
Go fuck. You're like, me too.
It's like I on a whim signed up for med school. I was like, yeah, I can fucking do. Hand me that cadaver. I got this shit. No, I don't.
But I mean, same with grad school. I signed up to a Jungian-based graduate program, and I was like, who is this guy in the first class?
Who dis?
Like, I heard his name colloquially. Maybe I should have looked something up.
Who's this Jung? Is he, what show is he on? Is he on that Netflix show?
How do we pronounce it? So how has your studying been going? Have you developed a system for studying? You're using flashcards, you said.
Okay. I want to give a shout out again to listeners, because there's a couple things. There's like a YouTube channel that someone recommended on Instagram, and I was like, I would have started watching this 2 months ago. Like it really, like, it's so helpful. But the fact is, it's still a sprint. It's still, I was up there pouring this glass of wine with Jacqueline, and I've been like, we have to study. Please study. She goes, I just downloaded the flashcards. I go, there are 1,900 of them. You could do a flashcard a second and learn it, and we don't have enough time before this first class.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Shit. But no, I've just the past couple days been, reviewing various things.
Yeah.
Mainly all I'm doing is reading about the different regions and being like, I want to take a trip there. That's all I'm thinking. Is how many places I now want to visit.
You're not creating any mnemonic devices or any...
Oh, girl, are you kidding me? What does a vine need? Winches without the vowels, water, nutrients, carbon dioxide, heat, and sunlight.
Wait,
that stupid little winch.
Winches? Is that, first of all, a word?
Like a winch. Isn't a winch like a pirate, girl?
A wench?
A wench. Okay, I went winch. I went winch.
It sounded like you were saying witch, but in a really stupid way.
It's a witch on a pirate boat. It's a winch.
Yes, a winch. Hey, whatever system works for you.
Girl, okay, this is how I'm remembering the three rivers in Bordeaux, which is like the king area in France of Cabernet Merlot.
Okay.
This is how bad it is. Like the rivers are like the Gironde, the Dordogne, and the Gargonne, right? I'm not saying it right. That's not even French pronunciation.
They sound great. They sound fun.
But because of the recent Ariana Grande scandal, I go, that Garande sure dogged that Garon man. I in my brain, it's chaos right now. It's fucking chaos. That Garande sure donged that Garon man. And level 2, I remember Montepulciano is from Abruzzo is from Montepulciano. And Jacqueline be like, you get the Abruzzo when you get Montepulciano. It's insane what's happening in my head right now.
I honestly feel like none of us will ever forget what you just taught us.
You need to know the estuary and the two rivers of Bordeaux in France, separating the left and right bank.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I know.
Oh, but that's how you have to do it. You have to personalize it. You have to do it the way that you remember things. So you just bring in frenzied pop culture references to these.
I know. I said to Jacqueline, I was like, okay, at what temperature will a vine die? Mm-hmm. And it's like -4 degrees. And she was like, I am forlorn about the vine dying. Like, we're just
you guys are going to spend all your time making these elaborate nonsensical systems. And they're going to ask you a question that's going to throw you so off.
I'm gonna be like, I don't have a weird acronym for that. Oh shit!
Oh, so I love it.
It's. I just realized, like we talked about before, I'm so out of the loop of being a student, and I think only today I was like, oh, I'm having fun, learning as opposed to like being nervous.
Yeah.
I mean, now it's like it's too far gone. I should have done this like months in advance, but I was like looking at the last few things to like get your diploma and all that jazz. And I was like, okay, maybe I could do this, but I do it correctly. Can we even imagine? I do it like with a game plan.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know. I mean, I don't know what it would take to get me to be someone that like prepares in a healthy way or like a preemptive way for something. Like I really don't. I mean, every single time I have something that needs preparation or needs like work beforehand, I will avoid it till the very last minute. And I do not know how to like reroute myself to be a person that actually attempts the very minimal, like I'm reading the Anthropocene Reviewed, for our...
Yes. I'm going to hop in on that one too. I'm going to read it as well because I have a copy and I've been wanting to forever.
It's awesome. Super easy to read, but still incredibly like provoking in a hopeful sense. But even now I feel like I'm reading, because we're like 2 or 3 weeks out from the live stream and I'm like, holy shit, I'm reading this too early.
Like, you're the opposite of me. I delayed our last Barflies by a week and was still like, oh God.
But that's what I mean. I feel uncomfortable reading it early or just reading it normally when I have time to do it. Like I'm actively looking for things to distract myself so I won't read it, which is just so strange.
We get like anxiety from being without having the pressure.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know how to confront that, but
there's got to be a word for that. Or a mental illness.
One of those two.
There's either like 19 words in German or like one actual condition we can be diagnosed with.
Yeah. We're just maybe a little lazy. I don't know.
Oh my God.
How has it been up there otherwise? I've had a very straightforward, chill week here. So not very eventful. We did see Oppenheimer. We were going to see Barbie today.
Oh, wow.
But we didn't.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did.
Is it really good?
And I'm not a historical movie kind of person. Elliot loves Christopher Nolan as a director, and I thought it was great. It's very, again, to use the word provoking, of the morality of a wild situation. So I thought it was great. Just a little long.
Yeah, I mean, always. I think, and I could be wrong, which I usually am on this podcast, but I believe Christopher Nolan is quoted being like, this next thing with like AI is an Oppenheimer moment of like giving power to something that, like, we might not be able to like walk back from. I have not seen it, but the interviews of Cillian Murphy, is that how you say his name?
I think so, yeah.
Which is just hilarious that he has the word silly in his name.
Yeah. Because that man and his face. There's like pics of him on the red carpet where his eyes just go. Like that drag queen. What is her name? I saw the meme that cuts between him and then her. And it kills me. Yeah, he's got some angles on those eyeballs.
Those eyeballs, the thing is that they're huge and also very pale. But like, I look at it because obviously I have huge eyes. And so I'm like, do I get like, could I put in some contacts and be Oppenheimer?
You could.
For Halloween?
Yeah.
I will never be Oppenheimer for Halloween, but I thought about it.
He really is like the walking emoji of the two eyeballs looking to the side.
It's crazy. No, I want to go see it, but I also, like, I know you're supposed to go see it either in 70 millimeter or an IMAX, but whenever I go to IMAX these days, I've never been more aware of how sensitive I am to sound.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm going to have to wear earplugs to that movie to get through it.
Yeah. There's one moment. Yeah, there's one moment that will be tough for you.
Yeah. I would say so. But I haven't seen Barbie. I'm so excited.
I know. We were supposed to see it today, and then people were in our house doing work, and we just weren't able to make it over there, which is fine. We'll see it at some point. But as soon as we walked out of the theater from Oppenheimer, there was just a billion girls in pink out in the lobby going into Barbie. So it was quite a mindfuck, but in a fun way. It's really bringing people together.
Well, here's the thing. It's like eventized and fun. And I was like, first of all, biggest opening weekend for a female director ever, which is just so fucking bad. And I'm pretty sure she had like a kid this week, like something crazy.
Jesus.
Like,
insane. Good for her.
Madness. But also it's like the biggest double opening in 10 years. And it's just really nice because I love going to the movie theaters and I love it being eventized. And it really does feel like, people are wanting to get dressed up and do dumb shit.
Yeah, I was thinking about, do I own any pink to wear just in solidarity with the film? But I'll figure that out later.
You need more. Grace, you have breast cancer.
I know.
You need.
No,
we got to get some pink up in there.
Oh, I don't want to.
Grace Helbig single-handedly changes the ribbon. Don't you love it when you're working with someone and they just get you? It's like I can turn to Grace and be like, do you want to start a podcast? And she's like, yeah. Or like when you wanted to start an online store and Shopify is like, say less. Shopify is a commerce platform revolutionizing millions of businesses worldwide. Whether you're just a garage entrepreneur or IPO ready, Shopify is the only tool you need to start, run, and also grow your business without the struggle. Shopify puts you in control of every sales channel. So whether you're selling satin sheets from Shopify's in-person POS system, or you're offering organic olive oil on Shopify's all-in-one e-commerce platform, you are covered, baby. The amount of things you can sell through Shopify will blow your mind, but it'll also blow your mind how helpful they are when you want to start your own business. And once you've reached your audience, Shopify has the internet's best converting checkout to help you turn them from browsers to buyers, baby, okay? What I love about Shopify is how no matter how big you want to grow your business, Shopify gives you everything you need to take control and take your business to the next level. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the US. Yeah, 10 freaking percent. And Shopify is truly a global force, empowering Allbirds, Rothy's, Brooklinens, and millions of other entrepreneurs who also sponsor this podcast of every size across 170 countries. Plus, Shopify's award-winning help is there to support you with your success every step of the way. So, sign up for a $1 $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/weird, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/weird to take your business to the next level today. Shopify.com/weird.
With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's what? #1 meal kit. Pre-portioned ingredients help cut down on food waste, while step-by-step instructions make cooking a breeze, not a chore. Are you looking to eat well this summer? Well, who isn't? HelloFresh's menu features calorie-smart and protein-smart lunch and dinner options, plus new vegan dinners, Mamrie, listen up, to choose from. HelloFresh makes it easy to reach your food goals with flavorful recipes that leave you feeling satisfied. HelloFresh wants you to have it all: free time and fresh, tasty food. That's why they take care of the meal planning and deliver the ingredients so everything you need to whip up a delicious meal arrives right to your door. You guys know I love HelloFresh. I will be using them a ton this summer because our kitchen is almost done and I cannot wait to get in there and make myself a HelloFresh. It's the easiest way for me to get elevated protein and sensible sides all in one easy cleanup recipe. It's foolproof, Grace proof. That means you can do it. If you are interested at all, go to HelloFresh.com/TMGW50 and use code TMGW50 for 50% off plus free shipping. Again, go to HelloFresh.com/TMGW50 and use code TMGW50 for 50% off plus free shipping. 50% off plus free shipping. Go, go, go. Fresh, fresh, fresh.
Absolutely. No, it's been really good up here. Okay. I think this will be fun.
Okay.
I'm drinking this red wine that I got. And when I say I got, I mean Jacqueline bought it and now I'm drinking it. Because I can. She got suckered into a wine club and she doesn't even drink red wine. We went to a tasting on, I believe it was, Friday at this vineyard called Faust. Okay. And have you heard? It's an opera called Faust.
Sounds like it could be an opera, yeah.
If right now I heard you were into opera, I would close this laptop because I'd be like, I don't even know you.
No.
But
I appreciate
know
it.
Maybe you studied it, because I know you guys studied so many different like stories and
art forms,
Hero Within and stuff in your grad program. Yeah. But I guess it's an opera where it's like someone is being sent to hell, but they're in love with a woman. It's like, I don't know. It's like between heaven and hell. That's all I know. Anyway, we go to this tasting and we were walking up to the hill and it's literally like a black Gothic house, like from Practical Magic.
I saw it on your story. Yeah.
And I was wearing the brightest thing I've ever worn in my life.
You look like a Barbie doll walking into not the dream house, the nightmare house.
That was my Barbieheimer moment.
Yes.
That's the girl in pink being like, I guess I should watch the Bomb movie too, So it's very cool. And you walk in and like everything is very black and like all these crazy murals in this like Gothic house. And then we're being seated and they take us upstairs to taste. And then when you go upstairs, and then upstairs is just stark white, like nothing.
Whoa.
So we had no idea like the story that the vineyard was based on, what have you. And that it's basically like, that's some hell. This is heaven.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, like literally the mural going up the stairs is like all these people like holding objects of like things they're obsessed with. And then as you go upstairs, they start becoming just them holding orbs. And then when you get up the stairs, everything's white. There's like no art or anything.
Dude, see, I would love this shit. That's the kind of symbolism stuff I would love.
Well, that's what I was like. You've been the hero's journey, like Joseph Campbell shit. I was like, do you know this?
There's Persephone somewhere, maybe.
Yeah, like he was. So, like the guy who was doing the tasting with us was dropping all kind of demon names. I was like, yeah, Beelzebub, let's ride. Like, I'm so uneducated about like all that kind of mythology and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But so we get there. It's 2. We had gone to a wedding welcome thing the night before, which I have a whole other story about. We'll see if we get to. But But so we get there and he's doing the tasting with us. And he's like, you know, like a cute, older tattooed man, you know, like one where I'm like, that's my future Chip.
Yeah. You're like kind of attracted to this man, but I'll let Chip age.
I'll let him age like this Cabernet we're drinking. And he's telling us all about everything. And, you know, we're listening and it's engaging, but it's also just folklore or like literature. And then he goes,
and you're like, I already have so much to learn. Stop trying to educate me right now.
I was like, unless this demon's on the WSET level 3 test, I don't fucking care, man. But we're sitting there and then like we're having fun with him. You can tell he's having a good time with us. Like every other person at this whole house is like an older couple. And then me and Jacqueline. And so we're talking and then he sits down and he goes, do you know this house is haunted? And I was like, uh-oh, here we fucking go. Right? I don't do ghosts. We don't do ghosts.
No, I don't like scary.
Yes. And then he said like, not the upstairs, just the downstairs. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, thank you for seating us up here. And I would love to hear these stories. And then I would love for you to give me a piggyback ride outdoors.
Yeah. Is there a zip line that I can get back to? An Uber, please.
Totally. So he tells us about like this house back in the 20s. It was like bought by this family and one of them was a doctor. And because of prohibition, like people were prescribed booze.
Okay.
So like every Friday, like the house would be like filled with people getting their prescriptions.
Okay.
Anyway, that was just like a fun aside that I kind of liked.
I'm like, that's a great idea for a bar.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like just full Dr. Mario themed.
Yeah. I love that.
Drinking out of big pills. But so basically they said like there was a family that lived here and the son kind of went crazy and and ended up dying and they like found him in the woods. Sorry, this is dark for our podcast.
Damn,
but like
see, this is just like men need access to mental health resources.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. But basically the mom of the son and the two aunts, the childless aunt lived there and that they still haunt.
Did that affect you hearing that term?
Well, listen, wait till you hear what this bitch is up to. Okay. So they're
what
like,
did the childless aunt do?
Honestly, exactly what I would. Yeah. She haunts the bathroom in the downstairs. Nice. Okay. And he was like, have you gone to the bathroom here yet? And I was like, nope, never will.
Never will. I will thoroughly piss my dress. I don't care.
I mean, like, I guess if you want to be scared shitless, it should be when you're on a toilet. But in general, he was like, so there's been several instances of guests coming and saying they're in the bathroom and a voice critiques their outfit and basically says they need to cover up.
And they're being too risque with their
We have
wardrobe?
a slut-shaming ghost.
Wow. Oh,
yes.
how? I mean, that's like a layered haunting, you know?
I know.
Like, not only is it scary, it's demoralizing at the same time.
I know. And meanwhile, I'm in like a puffy sleeve strawberry thing. And I'm like, this is the most innocent I've ever looked in my life.
You're like, I'm fucking fresh meat for this woman.
I know. Jacqueline's like, go in there. Like, you look great. And I'm like,
oh God.
Like, I'm showing ankle.
Like, I've had clavicles all day. Oh no.
So she hangs out in the bathroom and tells you that you're a whore, essentially.
Okay.
And then the mom of the guy who died, I guess, sits in the front little window, like where there's a tasting table. And that like the guy who was doing the tasting, he was like, that's the only one I've ever seen.
The mom.
He was like, is the mom. He was like, she hangs out in the front window. Yeah. And I had heard since working here that people have seen sightings or felt, there was a guest there that said like, it felt like someone just rubbed my head. And I'm by myself. I just got cold chills. I got cold chills by myself.
I don't like that.
Because I was like, I don't like ghost stuff. And this is not a ghost podcast, but I got to tell her this. Yeah. And he's like, so I'd heard this for like a few years. And then one day before we opened, I'm walking through and I just like out of the corner of my eye, like saw someone sitting there. And then I was like, And then I went to the kitchen because they have a restaurant there. Mm-hmm. And the chef or the person working in the kitchen was like, did you see her today? Because I saw her sitting in that window. And I guess that's the window where she was sitting before she was told her son died.
Oh, no.
So it's like the last place she was like looking for him because there was like a search for him for a couple days. Oh, so that's where she would sit. Look, I mean, it's dark. But long story short, I'm leaving and I see a little couple there tasting wine. And I look at him and I go, do you warn people they're sitting in the ghost's lap?
Yeah. Do they not get the story?
And he was like, no, we don't tell them. And I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
Because imagine you're sitting there having a nice time, a little Cabernet, and then they're like, by the way, we see that ghost here like every couple of days.
Oh God.
I would feel, I don't know.
Yeah, isn't there like a responsibility to let them know in some way?
And that's why I want to introduce to Congress today.
Bill. I want
the ghost clause.
I want to know about the UFOs, and I want to know where all the ghosts are sitting, in what wineries they're sitting.
Truly. Like, you need to put, like, I don't know, a ghost on the label or something. Like, great, yes, we have this crazy story about Satan, but like, homegirl sitting on my lap?
Right. And also, like, when you go pee, like... you're gonna feel really bad about yourself and also be very scared.
Like, give me a dicky turtleneck to put on before I go to the bathroom.
Right. Can I get a comfy to just...
That's what I'm saying.
Pee for a second. Wow.
So it was wild.
Did you guys
I'd never been to a haunted
anything?
place. I felt a pretty good buzz. We were drinking Cabernet at 2 p.m.
It's good that you guys went there during the daytime.
No, truly, if we'd done, well, most like vineyards and tasting rooms close at like 5 or 6. But I was truly like, I didn't know. I saw the vibe and I knew it was like a black kind of gothic house. But I had no idea we were going to sit down and be like, and now you have to walk through hell to get to your car. It was crazy.
Wait, that sounds fun and also scary. I don't like ghosts. I'm too much of a pussy for all that stuff. And like, it could be wildly untrue, but I'll still believe a little bit of it.
Here's the deal. I hate putting away my laundry more than anything in the world.
Yeah.
If someone said, you can have all of your laundry done and put away for you, but it's done by a ghost, I still wouldn't do it.
No, exactly.
And that is the ultimate barometer of me being able to handle a ghost. Like, if you had a ghost who was just like a housekeeper, still couldn't do it, I don't think.
No, I mean, when I went to CCD when I was younger and there was talk of like our 4th grade CCD teacher told us that she saw the Virgin Mary at one point when in her youth, and that's what like brought her into the church and wanting to work with the church. I didn't know that was a thing. And I used to pray at night that my grandfather would never show up to me who had died. That was the only person I was close enough that died that I knew of when I was in like 4th grade. That I was like, okay, so it's a thing that after death people can show up to you. I'd rather not. I love you, but I'd rather not.
No, I'd be like, please give us a sign. I'd be like, give me an Uber. No, thank you. We had great times while you were here.
But that's where you got the wine from that you're currently drinking?
It's a great wine.
Nice.
They specialize in Cabernet. I'm having a little wine before I, go to class. Y'all, I will admit it. When something gets really popular, I have an aversion to it. It's like if everyone likes it, I have to be different and not like it. And I kind of did that with Skims. And oh my God, was I wrong. I finally tried it after all the hype. And you know what? The hype is friggin' worth it. This underwear is game changing and I will never go back. Truly, their Fits Everybody collection by Skims, it's like, I forget I'm wearing underwear. And I've been a girl who doesn't wear underwear. This is more comfortable, if I'm being completely honest. Skims is creating the next generation of underwear for everybody. I can't even lie to you. They sent us some free stuff, and that's what really hooked me. Okay, I got the swag. I got the Fits Everybody t-shirt bra. you guys, by the end of the day, me holding up these big old boobies, I usually have a little backache or a little indentation. You know what I mean? You got the little like lines on your back from where the bra is. Not with Skims. It is so freaking comfortable. I also wore a pair of their like high-waisted thongs to a wedding this weekend. No panty lines, but all of the comfort. Their bras don't give me any backaches. It is so comfortable. I use their push-up bra, their t-shirt bra. I love their boy shorts. Sometimes with boy shorts, with my body, I feel like, I don't know, there's just going to be too much visible whenever I wear something. No, they are so seamless and so comfortable. I've got the string bikini in onyx. I've got the high waist thong like I told you about in umber. The Fits Everybody collection of underwear is super lightweight and molds to your body. The buttery, I'm talking buttery, soft fabric stretches to twice its size without ever losing shape. So sometimes I put it on and I'm like, is this going to be too small? Oh, it's perfect. And it goes back to the same shape. I love it so much. It's a perfect fit every time. And they're available in sizes XXS to 4X. So believe the hype. The collection has nearly 90,000 5-star reviews for a reason. The Fits Everybody collection and more perfect fit essentials are available now at skims.com. Plus, get free shipping on orders over $75. So after you place your order, do us a favor. Be sure to let them know that we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select our show. This might get weird in the drop-down menu that follows. But sweet. So that was pretty scary, but not as scary as my spray tan experience on Wednesday.
Oh, you had a spray tan before you went up there, while you were up there.
While I was up here.
Oh, man. You're going all out. Wait, and I also see that the lashes are gone completely?
No, so I got the lashes taken off and then normal ones put on.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So now they look cool. You mean because I don't look like I have two fuzzy caterpillars I couldn't remember last time if you had them on, or maybe it was just these, and I was like, are these new or are these the ends of the old ones? It's been a journey of Mamrie's vanity in the last month
Get
or so. No, we were getting a spray tan because I recently got Jacqueline addicted to it. But also we went to a wedding this weekend, and so we were like, let's like feel good about ourselves.
Look cute. Yeah, 100%.
Girl.
Uh-oh, what happened?
I will not name the place by name, obviously. Okay. But we went to a spray tan place up here, and all was well. Like, Jacqueline was going in before me, and I was like, well, I'll walk Beans, because Beans has been on this farm, and she hates anything that has to do with, like, a natural landscape. She wants sidewalks, baby.
Yeah, okay.
She wants asphalt.
She wants to feel that concrete under her feet.
Yes.
Got it.
I mean, she prefers AstroTurf to actual grass.
Wow.
I know. Wow. But so anyway, I was like, I'm going to take Beans with us so we can be in town and I can give an actual little loop on a sidewalk. Yeah. And then you go first, the 10 o'clock appointment, and then I'll go in at 10:30. So Jack goes in. She's like, it's very sweet. It's very low key. This is going to be quicker if you want to come back. So I go back. Yeah. Hers takes, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it's my turn. And it's like in a house. So we like walk upstairs and we go up there.
Which already feels like, I don't know, very informal. Like, this person.
Well, it's a legitimate business where they do like waxing and things like that. But the actual spray tan room is basically like a walk-in closet. Okay. That's painted brown. You like get up on like a little ledge, and then it's painted brown, which makes so much sense. Yeah. And I'll say this out of the gate, the person who was doing this or like leading me through it, the employee was like so lovely and so great and like so sweet. But I've never seen this before either. They had like two poles on either side of the wall, like you would for like if you were a senior citizen in the shower.
The bathroom. Yeah,
where you're going to hold them.
Smart.
Like a crucifix.
So that all your orifices are presented.
Your boobs lift, your arms are shown.
I mean, getting a spray tan is truly the most insanely vulnerable thing you can do as an adult. That you're like, here, let me pay you to put me in the most compromising position I could be as an adult woman, also knowing that other women haunt some of these homes on the street.
Oh my God, if that ghost had been there and been like, okay, I see we have a tattoo. Yeah. Thank God it wasn't haunted by a slut-shaming ghost. But even worse. So we get there, and last time, like sometimes when you get spray tans, we've either done them at my house,
right,
or you've gone and they have like little disposable panties, like with the massage that, you know, like Jacqueline and I were then inappropriate in Italy with. So I get there and I'm like, do you have the little? And she's like, oh no, but you can wear your underwear if you want, or just go bare. And I was wearing granny panties. I was wearing granny panties. So I was like, I guess I'll go bare. Also, I'm getting the spray tan not to go on vacation, so the bikini line is wild.
So you're just putting it all out there. Here we go.
I mean, yeah, I just kind of like, this is just for me to look cute in a dress. Like, this is absurd down there. So she's so sweet. She's like, oh, yeah, get undressed, and then I'll come in and we'll do the thing, right? She comes in. First of all, I'm staying there for like 5 minutes, just buck naked.
It's like being at the gynecologist when they're like, okay, undress from the waist down, I'll be back. And then you're in there for like, did they forget about me?
And you're like, do I put my feet in the stirrups? Should I be holding the bars as she walks in? Just like, it looks like a weird sex room.
Right. And there's something so vulnerable about looking at your phone while you're completely naked in a place that's not your home.
Well, here's the thing. You had to put all of your clothes in a basket and your phone because it was such a small little room. So I'm just completely by myself for like 10 minutes. Just like, how do I?
This is like how meditation retreats start. It's like, we're going to force you to be confronted by you right now.
I was truly like, I'm absolutely naked except for my tucked in tampon string. And what do I hope she comes back.
Truly,
and I'm in a little like butthole brown room with like some
my God,
holes on the side. I was like, what? Okay, all right.
If Jacqueline hadn't already done this and proven that this was viable, that's insane.
The very sweet, very, very, very nice spray tan administrator comes in. She's like, you're all good to go. You know, she puts like the cream on my hands so that like you don't get your hands accident orange. You know, I step on the little like sticky things. We're good to go. We start going. She fires up the gun. Brown spray tan liquid starts shooting everywhere, all over the floor. It looks like there's diarrhea, water falling in this walk-in closet. And I go, you're leaking. She goes, oh my God.
Hey, you said she didn't notice that this was happening.
She didn't notice. She's on the ground, like cleaning it up. And I'm like, I'm still completely naked.
How do you help? How do you possibly assist in this situation? So now you have to watch this woman on her hands and knees cleaning something up while you're naked over top of her.
On like a 6-inch stage. And when I tell you, Grace, it's like the size of like my bathroom at my house. Like I'm in a tiny brown room.
This is like the most fetishized vignette right now.
So she's cleaning it up. And she's like trying to screw it on. And again, I'm like, oh my God, I've been in here forever, right? She's like, well, I think I gotta go get a new one. This is after like 8 minutes of cleaning.
Oh no.
I'm like, no problem. It's all good. Which like she has to go downstairs to get it, you know? Again, creaky house. So then she leaves. I'm there for about another 10 minutes.
Just fully nude.
Not one spray.
No robes. No anything.
Nothing. Comes back up. She's like, I'm really embarrassed. I'm like, please don't be. Like, this is like a technical fuck up. You're all good.
She's saying, I'm so embarrassed to you who's standing there completely naked.
Meanwhile, like, as far as a checklist would go, this is someone who knows who we are.
Yeah, of course. You're like, they're one second away from asking about how Critter Corner's going.
Yeah, girl. So then finally gets it together, sprays me. I'm doing 1900 moves, like I'm fully like the Da Vinci, like
your Barbie
Da Vinci
doll.
etchings. And, like bend over a little bit so we can get, like under the rump, like everything. Yep. Meanwhile, I'm like, there's a tampon string, so I'm like doing my whole thing forever. She runs out of spray. She's like,
No.
I can't believe it. I go, what? She goes, I need to go get a new gun. I was like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. She leaves again for 10 minutes. I'm at this point being like, Jacqueline thinks I've been kidnapped.
At this point, you literally can't touch anything or do anything. I
can't scratch my nose. I wait for another 10 minutes, just like,
oh my God.
Right?
Oh my God.
She comes back, another gun, starts spraying me. But like, I'm very aware of how many sides and positions we've done. She's like, okay, now we'll do the face. And I was like, you haven't done my other side the second time. She was like, oh, you're right. And I was like, oh no, this is not good.
Oh no. From a service standpoint, I know it's not exactly your fault, but I am having a bad experience.
It was no, and I felt, and I'm like, I'm comforting her because she's like, I'm sorry, I'm out of breath from the stairs, and I'm like, you're all good, you know, like I'm doing the whole like, girl, are you kidding me? You know, like
what's a joke? What's a joke? What's a joke? Say a joke. On? Say any joke.
I know. So she's like asking about the spray. Oh, because Jacqueline had been there before, and Jacqueline's like, we're going to a wedding, and I was like, yeah. And she's like, what else are you doing? And I like said something about like, oh, we're taking a wine class, and it's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be like kind of intense but fun. And then we finally get done, and at this point, I know I look like a calico cat. I already know. I'm like, I look like a patchwork suede jacket.
This did not go well.
This is not good. This is not good, right? Oh, there's no way I have an even tan. Yeah. And then I'm leaving and I'm like, I just got to get the fuck. I was in there for 50 minutes.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
Jacqueline's took like 12 to 15. She was like, what's going on? Like, fully Beans is like, well, I've been left.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I couldn't touch my phone.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Oh my God. But then on the way out, I was like, oh, well, thank you so much. Like, you're so sweet. And of course I like tip a bunch and like do the whole thing. Yeah. She was like, good luck on your test. And I was like, I didn't mention the test. So if you're listening right now, I am so sorry. You did the best you could with the situation at hand.
Well, Jacqueline maybe said something.
Maybe. But also, she didn't mention that. It sounded like new info. Look, when you're naked in front of someone for 50 minutes, you start really getting nervous. If this
I get it. And also if you're listening, thank you for giving us a story this week, because I had a light week.
Yeah.
So thank you for doing the Lord's work.
I mean, truly, they fucked you with that equipment. You did a great job. That once I showered and figured it out, it was all good. But like, I truly was like, I don't know if I've been sprayed 5 more times than you're supposed to. Like, I left and Jacqueline was like, I don't even know if I have a tan. And I was like, I don't even know if I can enter society.
Hey, I don't know if I look like I'm going to be canceled immediately.
I looked like an erosion chart.
Oh, no.
I scrubbed so hard and we were good to go. I put up an Instagram and I was like, I look, like I already knew. I was like, let me mess with the colors because it looks crazy. But so hopefully this person has no idea who I was and just thought I was a very patient customer.
Wow.
And if you are listening, God bless you. You really went above and beyond with some shitty ass equipment you were being given.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't the equipment.
It wasn't her fault at all.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm sweating thinking about it. And also I was sweating during it. And it's like, you can't sweat during a spray tan.
It's literally just drops everywhere. Oh, what fun. What fun.
What fun, as my mother would say. What fun.
Oh, just girls trying to make themselves pretty.
Just really cutting corners. So anyway, those were a few of mine this week.
Cute. That's great. I didn't have really anything to talk about other than, did you see Cher's launching a gelato brand?
Cherlato.
I'm obsessed. Big news. No one knows the flavors yet. She just launched like a video of like, I guess, the truck. So that's exciting. Yeah. And then go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, Cher is really, like, I love Dolly Parton more than anyone. Mm-hmm. But, like, if I had to do the life of someone, I might do Cher. Yeah. Like, she's really just, like, dating 30-year-olds. And I told you when I saw her in Vegas, she randomly just said, I can plank for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
In between songs, she said that unprompted.
Incredible use of Twitter has always been since she's been on there. And all of her sound bites of, like, why do I need a man? Like, I am a rich man. 80s. Yeah. Are just, like, she's just so, like, herself, so authentic, even in her eccentricities. It's incredible. And now, like, doing gelato and calling it Cher-lato, like, not straying from the obvious pun.
Yeah, like, exactly. Like, not a great pun.
No.
She's amazing. She's on my Rushmore.
Yeah. You
know?
She's a good one. The only other story I had is, like, the weird Lana Del Rey sightings in Alabama that's going on. Have you seen that? That she was seen working at a Waffle House.
You said it like Bigfoot.
That's what I was just looking this up beforehand. That's what it looks like it's happening. I was reading an LA Times article that it's like people saw her working in a uniform at a Waffle House in Alabama. And it's unclear why she's spending so much time there. She was seen dining at a pizza restaurant in Florence and had been staying at a local Marriott.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then she was somewhere else in Alabama. So no one knows, is this like some weird PR thing?
Is she like cutting her first country album and there's like an elusive producer there?
I don't know. Something strange is going on. There's all these sightings. So that was the only other thing other than Doja Cat getting upset at her fans.
Her fans, I mean, like, don't call yourself kittens.
Yeah, saying you need to get off your phone and get a job and help your parents with the house, if that's what you're calling yourself. It's like, damn.
Insane. Like, I don't know. I know Doja Cat has, like, problematic history stuff that I'm not really privy to, so I don't want to, like, speak on too much. But, like, as far as music goes, I really have a fun time listening to her music. So it's like, don't ruin this for us.
No, I it's like, I do appreciate her breaking the parasocial relationships from her end. Like, her fans were like, please just tell us you love us. And she commented, like, I don't even know you. And I'm like, it's harsh, very harsh.
Yes.
But I don't know, the appreciation of just making it clear that there's like boundaries, but I find the comedy in the absolute harshness. But I also think that it's like, that's part of her art, that she's just gonna do whatever the fuck she wants.
Totally. And I love it, but I love it also from a standpoint that you and I have talked about at length, that like we've never participated in a fandom.
Yeah,
that's so intense. So like, I'm sure if Jonathan Taylor Thomas, you know, in 1994 was like, anyone who likes me is an idiot, I'd be like, my life is over. Yeah. My life is over. JTT is my enemy. But like outside of that, I've never like loved anything as an adult.
Right, I know. So I'm sure it is a horrible experience for some of her fandom, but I don't know. It's fascinating to watch people navigate this kind of
All
shit.
Those kittens are going to come out with their claws.
I know.
Take her down. I can't wait. We're in such a good era of female rap right now. I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
Obsessed.
Very true. Very true. Wow.
Oh.
Well, good luck tomorrow. By the time this comes out, you will have done a day of school already. So I'm excited for your journey.
And by the time you and I are back together next week and recording in person, which will be great. So neither of us can get sick again. I will be done with this. So it'll be perfect.
Well, good luck. And
thank you.
If it goes great, that's great. If it doesn't, well, you'll figure it out.
Look, I've already been haunted. I've already been...
You've survived so much.
Haunted by the memory of that spray tan. We're going to get through this, as David Bedingfield said. Yeah, this got weird.
Yep.